Oh, Jazz, welcome back to another game match video. To this time, we're playing Stage 1 Rush. I'm playing Stage 1 Rush. No, Grady's playing Stage 1 Rush. I'm looking.
No.
Is that a psychic energy in your hand?
I played Poison.
You played Poison. Okay. Grady's playing Poison. I'm playing Stage 1 Rush.
Yeah.
I was just trying to see what was in your hand.
You've done a deck video for both of these, right?
Yes, I have.
So yeah, if you want to see, if you haven't seen those first, go check out the deck videos. Kind of understand a little bit more how they work. But yeah.
Yeah. I think the Poison deck you're playing with has like 2 fighting energies in it, right?
Yeah, I don't remember why they're in there.
Yeah, exactly. When I went back and looked at the videos, I was like, because I think it's supposed to have a different Toxicroak, but it wasn't actually in there.
Oh.
So
Lovely.
yeah, so you had those 2 fighting energies for pretty much nothing. So I
looks like you started up perfectly, Dunsparce into striking onto Spiritomb.
Yep.
Which is scary as hell.
Yeah, really good, especially for like getting the Baltoy and the Porygon down. Like busted a Reno, but then again, like you did like monkey say monkey do.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure you just like attach retreat. Like it's a collector for all this stuff. Attach retreat, and you get the first.
Well, looks like we've got another Spiritomb war here.
Yep. What else is new?
What do you think about, hypothetically, do you think Spiritomb should be banned in this format?
You mentioned that to me the other day, or when we were playing.
The more I think about it, the more I just think so many games start out so stupidly with Spiritomb mirrors. I don't know, and it's just such a good card later on to like item lock into randomly. I don't know.
It's a very good card.
The more I think about it, the more I just think it's a little too strong. It's too ubiquitous in too many different decks. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy here, but
No, I mean I think it's good. I don't know about necessarily it being banned. I mean I don't know. It's a good card. Here's a thought. I know that this wouldn't be a practical application because then you start making exceptions for specific cards. But what if it was an EX?
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah.
I think that's a very slippery slope to go down.
Right, because then it's like okay, because right now we have that rule in place where it's like okay, holo rares and primes and blah blah blah. Those are EXs flat, no exceptions. Boom, right?
Right.
Oh well, like everything over 80 HP. There are exceptions.
I think if you start designating certain card exceptions as the X's, that's just going to be very confusing, and that's a very dangerous road to go down, I feel like.
Then there's the cause for a lot of debate. Man, look how fast I'm texting, dang.
So many games just start out like this with 3 or 4 turns of just darkness gracing and no one really does anything.
Correct. But I mean, that's part of the format too. That's why I've always said there's only like I think some cards on the ban list shouldn't be banned. It's the same idea of it's part of the format. Like get used to it, sort of thing. You know?
Yeah. I mean, it just turns into this thing where whoever hits Guzma first has an advantage in the prize race.
Yeah. Or Lysander Energy Retreat.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. But anyways, that's a Spiritomb aside. I think it's fine. Like if it got banned, whatever. You know, I think starter Pokemon become less important.
Yeah.
And I think decks would all of a sudden run way more item cards.
I think that would be a buff to like Shiftry, like Bronzong Break style, just turn 1 decks.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh god, yeah. Those decks would go off. And that's the thing is like you know, you wouldn't need. We play what like 24, 25 supporters on average of a deck. I think all of a sudden you could now start playing like 16 supporters, 15 supporters.
You can really only play. You can just play like only the tech supporters like Lysander and Hex and all that stuff.
Yeah, and you can just play a lot of cards just plow through your deck, and then so I think in that regard, Spiritomb is needed because then decks just become way too fast and out of control. Spiritomb kind of does tamper that effect And what it does is it sets up battle lines just like this, where it's like, yeah, first hit Guzma is going to be busted, but I don't know. Like I just feel like, yeah,
That was the moment when you attached a Clay and you're like, that's probably a terrible idea.
yeah.
I should probably attach this Crabominable.
I didn't know what Crabominable's second attack did. You know, I was just like, I think it's probably good, so I should probably attach to it.
Right. Okay, so now the game is actually starting.
Oh yeah,
I believe this is the quad poison Dragalge.
Dragalge.
Dragalge, I don't know how to say that.
It's like algae, like, you know, like you see in like in the ocean, algae, and there's a dragon.
I know what algae is, thank you.
Yeah, so dragon algae, Dragalge.
Thank you.
It's not algae.
Dragalge. Dragalge.
You pull your head out of your ass. I think I was trying to hit choice band, so I didn't have to.
Oh, this is I always get confused whether this is an EX or not.
Yeah, Jesus. It is a hollow air from black and white on with more than 80 HP. It is an EX. Good job. Good job. I was looking for choice band so I wouldn't have to like bank on a flip. I needed one heads, and thankfully I got it.
And you hit it.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to find new dice to flip. I think we need to find like 2 white dice with black dots. Flip those.
Yeah.
Pips, I believe they're called. Aren't they? Pips?
Yeah, the individual little dots.
Yeah, isn't it pronounced algae?
Okay.
Pips? Have you guys ever tried Googling Google?
Please stop. Can we talk about the game?
Oh yeah.
It was really funny when I first got my opening hand. I'm like, oh, there's an egg in this deck, and then I think I Ultra Balled the egg away, and then I saw there was actually the Executor in this list. And I'm like, oh, I should probably not do that.
Oh, well, I mean, you can just propagation it.
Yeah.
That's why that's why old lists play like a 3-4 line.
So there we go. There's said Executor.
Yep. I remember talking about it in the deck bliss profile. Like Executor, like in certain situations is really busted, and then in others it's just like, oh, you know.
Yeah.
Like here it's gonna be nice, right? You're gonna come up here, you're gonna support lock me, and thumbs up. But then I have even if you got the knockout on the Crabominable, I have this Flareon to come up and smack you.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna come up blockade poison. It's gonna be.
Well, we debated about that one for a while, right? It's
40 damage per turn.
It's 40 between turns.
Yeah.
Because of Sir Viper.
Mm-hmm.
Plus the 10, so you're doing 50. Oh, energy removal.
Nice.
Yeah, there we go. You initially put 60, and then you switched to 50, and they said, no, you're right at 60. And then, oh, wait, no, you're right at 50.
That was just a comedy of errors.
Yeah. I also like how we had this, we were like, we're going to need this poison marker, and we put it over there to the right, and then I just took the one from the left anyways. So, silly me. I realized that I couldn't play Guzma, like I had Guzma, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, like I'm not used to being supporter locked. This is weird.
It's not something that happens very often.
No.
Just wait until we play our Malda lock, though.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. That deck's gonna be fun. That's one of the ones that I'm like really excited for.
Yeah.
And Bronzong. Bronzong's gonna win this entire thing.
Did you solitaire any more of those hands?
No, because I had to take it apart to build decks for deck videos.
I mean, I was pretty consistently getting like 15-ish.
Yeah. I think I solitaired like once or twice more with Chris, and I got like 15 on the first go. It's like,
you played it with Chris?
I just showed it to him. He's like, all right, you guys been. I remember you mentioning this was hype. What's this about? And I was like, oh, buddy, let me show you.
So you just saw? Did you get 15?
Yeah. And then the next time I think I got like 14 or 16. Or it was an even number one. Like it was a bananas amount.
Yeah, I think it loses to Spiritomb start. That's about it.
Loses to Spiritomb start, and it loses to like getting the. Remember, because when I did it once, I dead ended.
It does that occasionally.
Yes,
but it's only happened like once. So
how many do you have to win the tournament? It's like 5 in a row, right? No, 6. Yeah. You have to win 6. You have to go 6-0 to win. So Spiritomb has to make sure it doesn't brick once in 6 games, or rather, if we go best 2 out of 3 for top 8.
So
It's gotta,
okay, so there I'm pretty. That was a cute play. The poison was going to kill you, so I just passed into the spirit tomb with a poison barb on it.
yeah.
So hopefully, but I think you have the Guzma here. So
Oh yeah, remember I didn't play the Guzma last turn, and this was me being like, oh, I have the Guzma. I'm just gonna like, hey, is it okay if I just promote this because I'm a fucking idiot?
yeah.
Yeah. And I thought, well, I don't even know what I take.
The thing is, because I knew you had a Guzma too, so I was a little curious why you promoted that
Flareon?
the way you did.
Yeah.
But
I think I take the Spirit Tomb, right? Or the Claydol. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I've been thinking more and more that maybe it's more relevant to take the Porygon 2 off the field a lot of the time. I'm not sure.
Well, no, remember, there have been games, and even games that we have featured on this channel, go back and look at them, where like, you take a Claydol and you end me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If you go, it's late game and knockout Claydol. I think it does depend on the game state, I think.
Yeah.
You know? Like here, probably, yeah, Porygon 2 would have been better, but if there were less prizes, or you had less cards in your hand...
I don't think it's necessarily 100% always Claydol, though. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, then yes, I agree with that, yes. I think it's a greater percentage of the time you take Claydol.
Yeah.
I think you take Claydol 76.5% of the time.
That is a very exact number.
76.5.2% of the time. I think that is a true statement I made. But outside of that, yeah, no, I see chances where you take Porygon. Especially like late game. Like late game when you need to when like your opponent needs to like trump card or something.
Mm-hmm.
You take that. Also, this is me. If you look at the computer, I looked up to see if that Survivor was in EX or not.
And it is not.
Yeah, because the promo, the one that we're playing with, the promo is a holo rare, but it's actually an uncommon. But I wanted to play with the swag promo.
So this was a situation where I had to, because I didn't have broken time space out, to get the Executor that I wanted, I had to rescue Stretcher my eggs back in, and then swoop the Crobat G into the egg, and then evolve it.
Yes.
So then I blockade and poison you, and super energy removal, so you can't just blop me here.
I don't know what I'm looking for. I think it's...
Probably the Zoroark here.
Right, but I'm shuffling now. Like, I'm failing the Evo Soda. No, I already had it in my hand, that's why. Because I had a hand of like a billion. Is that a Clefairy? Yeah, it's a Clefairy. Oh, I'm asking if do you mind if I take that move back, that attachment?
Yeah.
I don't know what my train of thought with this move is actually now all of a sudden. Oh, this is what I was trying to take forever to figure out what I wanted to Evo Soda.
I don't even know what you're planning on doing here.
I don't know what I was planning on doing, but I do remember, like, so the idea was I didn't know, I was going to Evo Soda the Zoroark, didn't see it, realized it was in my hand, so I did that. Then I swooped the Clefairy doll, and I said, hey, I'm not actually failing the Evo Soda, I might actually evolve the Clefairy.
Mm-hmm.
And I, like, yeah, no, this turn takes forever, I remember. I vividly remember being like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And that's like a good sign. Like, it's a good sign for Grady when I'm sitting there for about 2 minutes of game time.
Mm-hmm. So you do end up with the Clefable eventually.
Yes. I think the idea was to like either go up and like stomp, or well, there's the double there, so maybe I just pass.
No, I mean you think you're just standing, right?
Well, no, I don't want the Zoroark to have damage on it. Right? Like, it's the same situation. If I stand in and just pass, right? Then you put 50 on there, and then all of a sudden...
I forgot the upper doesn't count right now. Oh.
No, it doesn't. I guess
you escape ropes?
No, that's a gust of wind, because I put it over there.
Oh, okay, you're just trying to stall me out a little bit here. Okay.
Yeah. No, because I can't escape rope. You wouldn't have chosen the Survivor if I escape rope.
Yeah. You're right.
So no, I gust of winded, because that's obviously not a Lysander or a Guzma. And then I stood in so I wouldn't die dying to poison going into my turn.
Mm-hmm. So Marley's for the junk arm floatstone here, just to get out of the active.
But I gave you the junk arm, and you didn't play the junk arm.
I didn't have enough cards to do it. You called the bluff, unfortunately.
Yeah, buddy. I remember that. Yeah. I was like, take the junk arm. Go down to 0 cards.
It's kind of annoying because you can never see how many cards are in my hand.
Well, yeah, you can never see unless you. So what I found is when I was looking at some of these other videos, is that if you were to lean over the table and put your hand, like lean onto the table and put your hand, so you could see it, but your opponent couldn't. Right? Just to show the camera gets really shaky because we're leaning against the table and moving ourselves. So while, I don't know, it's kind of a plus or minus thing. If we did that, it would just be really, really shaky. So I guess we just have to find a way to maybe make the camera not shake if we do that. I don't know, it still shakes quite a bit, but that's only if you severely look at it. I don't know why you don't blockade there.
Because you just blocked me.
I think you did that so that maybe item locked it. I mean, yeah. So I don't. Yeah. Oh, I guarantee I know what that was. That hand motion was.
What is
that hand motion was me telling you yes, it is an EX. Because you pointed at it and you were like, "Is that an EX?
Is that an EX?"
I guarantee you that's what that is.
Okay.
100%. So yeah, I played a hex so I could play all these items.
Yeah, I mean the reason I didn't come up and just blockade is because you just needed the energy to shot me back here. So now I can come up, you'll die from poison, and I can come in and blockade, and hopefully lock you out of the game from there. That was my line of play there, I think.
Right. Which the ironic thing is, if you had blockaded, I wouldn't have hit an energy. I didn't have an energy in my hand. You had
like acrobike though.
True. That's all.
Because you had to hex into it, but if I would have blockaded, you could have just played the acrobike into it.
True. Never mind, bro. Poison up, baby. Poison up. If I had bounced the stadium, the goop play wouldn't have worked.
Yes, it would have. You're right.
Boost.
God damn it! I was so sad when you just played that.
I got it off my prizes.
Ugh.
So yeah, I knew it was over there. I was like, I don't need boost early game. And I don't think you ever oaked this game, so you never saw it over there.
Yeah.
My card's better than I think we give it credit for.
Boost?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, most things it's trading one-shots anyway. So, like, the factor that it goes off at the end of the turn, well, you're probably going to get one shot anyway, so...
Yep.
I think boost should be in more DCE-reliant stuff.
I think so, too. It makes a lot of sense. But, yeah. We already made the lists. I think, we definitely learned a lot of stuff by...
I think if we made the list again, we would change a lot of things. Not a lot of things, but just, like, small, like, minor things that I think would make a noticeable improvement on a lot of decks.
I think we'd take out Iris for a lot of decks. I think it's just... That card's really bad, and it shouldn't ever... Like, it's not a good card, I think. It's...
Okay. Goodbye.
Boo!
Doo.
Doing the video solo from now on. No, I already talked about it in like a lot of the deck videos. Like, yeah, Iris. Like the whole idea is like, you can kill stuff with like Claydol.
Yeah, and Uxie and stuff like that.
Yeah, and Uxie, which makes way more sense.
Yeah.
So, I just think that the card's unfair and unbalanced, and I don't play it because I think it's I don't play Tapu Lele because I think it's too busted and people shouldn't play it.
Plus, remember when I double Iris that one time for the knockout?
That's pretty sweet.
I still lost that game horribly, but...
But hey, big
it was
plays.
a sick play.
Anyways, you get the revenge here, and I need to get some stuff. It's a hard return KO here.
Mm-hmm. Do you have enough for Flareon to do it?
I believe so, because it's 110 HP on that Krogunk.
I think your biggest problem here is hitting a DCE effect.
Yes.
So you just scoop. Yeah, it looks like you're just gonna attack with Clefable here.
Yeah, and I get the Iris.
That's rough.
Oh yeah, I'm gooping. So I'm telling you that I am downloading Iris, gooping, and then playing Juniper for the turn.
Yep. There's that hot trap inch.
That Vibrava, baby.
That card is so good, dude.
I know. I talked about it. I was just like, wow, this card's like a really good, like, cute little tech. Oh yeah, I only have like 1 energy left. That's why I'm digging so hard here.
And you hit it.
And there it is. Yeah, no, I think I had like 1 or 2 energies left. They were all in the discard pile.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I knew the Trap Inch was going to be fine, because of the ability on Trap Inch being able to accelerate to itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, this Clefable's good.
Do you think it should be in more stuff?
Well, remember they were talking about banning it.
Huh.
I think it's not ban worthy, but it is a good little 1/1 tech in a lot of things, just for like revenge KOs. It's a non-EX, right? Like, for 1 energy, colorless. You can get it out right away because the Clefairy has Moonstone. You can evolve it right away.
That's true.
So like, yeah, no, it's a great 1/1 tech. Problem is like, space in a lot of decks is just kind of iffy. I think there are a few decks that should play it, but anyways, we're nearing the end of the game. You have 3 prizes, I have 1. You're attacking Mr. Viper.
Life is good.
Kinda. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was really upset. I was pointing at that because I was like, I'm out of energies, but you can accelerate the energy, and then you can evolve, and then I can knock you out for Brava, and it's gonna be awesome.
I was just more thinking about getting energies out of my discard pile. Because I didn't know you were out of energies necessarily.
Correct.
So I just wanted to get all my energies out so you couldn't come up and shot me with Vibrava. But
I'm looking at what Sir Viper's attack is, because I think we screw up here. Because you take the knockout on Clefable, right? But
yeah.
Clefable's resistance to Psychic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just double checking to see what Sir Viper's attack is, but it's taking forever to load on my phone for some stupid reason. Sir Viper. So Viper Bus.
Bus.
I like how you have to like type that in. It's BUS. I'm hoping that if I press images, it'll show up, but no. Opponent attack Pokemon is now poisoned for 30. Yeah, no. That shouldn't have been a knockout.
Sweet.
We done goofed.
I don't think I noticed that Clefable was resistant to Psychic.
The old colors Pokemon are all resistant. Yeah, that shouldn't have been a knockout.
So
we goofed, but that's okay.
Nevertheless, you Lysander the egg here, or Gus the egg, whatever.
Yeah, and all I need to do is hit Flareon. Like, I have a lot of stuff I can't hit.
Or like energy removal, I think was your other route.
Yeah, energy removal, because I super energy removal the DC. No, I energy removal the DCE.
Oh, Muscle Band. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, so Muscle Band does it, Iris does it, and Evolution does it.
Yeah.
Like, I still hadn't hit it yet, and there's the Pecom. Getting the Flareon, and yeah, I have definitely enough Pokemon to knock you out. So let's game, yay!
Sweet, we did it.
Easy as that. I mean, I think if we play that matchup again, I think it still goes in Stage 1 Sweeper.
I don't think Poison is very good.
No, but Stage 1's
it's
busted.
Cute, it's fun, you can do some cool stuff, but it's not very good.
Right. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys.